Hey there, and welcome to the Scribe YouTube channel. Yes, I know it's got ADK in the background on my screen, but hey, I do ADK videos as well, as you know me as Dave does from ADK. But I am Dave from Scribe, drummer from the band, and today I'm going to be checking out a person called Bemusing Bill, YouTuber. Has 24,000 subscribers, so well done for that, first of all. He did the opportunity to, and we're very grateful for reacting to our recent video for the cover of Mr. Crowley. Now, I'm going to watch his video. I've not watched it yet, and I'm going to answer any questions he may have had, share some points, and just really I want to share my personal reaction to his reaction. And just see where this goes. I don't know. For the first time in ages, I'm going to have to wear headphones because I don't normally wear headphones for doing this. But yeah, let's go check out Bemusing Bill and his YouTube channel. And of course, his reaction to Mr. Crowley. Let's do it.
Friends, family, welcome back to the show. I got a spotlight for you guys. This is really cool. I love when a band or their people reach out to me in an email to say, hey, can you check out this video? This is going to be a new release, and can you do this? I love that. I love it. I love it because I'm always here to support. This is the reason I got into this. The band is called Scribe, and this is a new single that dropped just this morning. So we're going to check it out. Now, I don't really know much about the band, except I know they're from the UK.
Very first pause there. First of all, I love the setup of his studio room. So lots going on in there. Lots of little, I see he's got Chevelle, Dean in there. Lovely, nice little dime bag one. Yeah, I love the attitude. Love the intro as well. Getting straight in with the old subscribe, getting in there. So yeah, thank you very much for doing this video. Let's keep going.
Do know that. The song is their cover of Mr. Crowley, which is really cool because classic metal tune by the great Ozzy Osbourne. And this came off of his debut solo album, Blizzard of Oz. And check this out. September 1980 is when the album dropped in the UK. March 27th of 1981 is when it dropped in the United States. The album is 45 years old. How cool is that? 44 if you're thinking in terms of the United States. So yeah, imagine that. I'm dying to get into the song, but let me just read you a little bit. Scribe's music video for Mr. Crowley takes the key elements of the original song and gives it the Teller's Scribe twist. Now this is cool. Let me tell you how they're described as Dickensian Gothic metal, as in Dickens, as in Charles, and that's really cool too. And check it out. I got Mr. Osbourne right here on this single that came out. This picture disc. That's what they called them, folks. Picture disc.
Just a quick pause there again. So just wanted to say, yes, the Dickensian Gothic metal is an actual term that was stemmed from Kirk Houghton from the ADK channel. So he referred to us as Dickensian because of the storytelling format of that what we do. There's Gothic elements in it. It's also hard rock, some metal elements. So we kind of felt that you couldn't just put a massive long line of different formats. So Dickensian Gothic metal makes sense. I love the fact he's going into the background of the Aussie elements. And we didn't even realise it was 45 years when we were coming up, but it was just when we decided we wanted to do a cover, it made a lot more sense to pick something that already had a story element to it. So yeah, let's keep going. I'm gonna probably let him do his full reaction and only then really pause if he's got raised any questions or bits so I can just drop in, just because I don't really want to stop his flow. So let's keep going.
And it's really cool, you know, and I was like, wow, you know, it's funny too because I had pulled that album out just recently and I had it up on the back wall for several videos. But when Scribe reached out saying they were doing this song, I was like, are you kidding? But this is cool. So I am dying to check this out. So I'm going to have the link for this video down below there. Go over there, tell us, Scribe, your love, man. Do the support thing, and let's get the band out there. Now, I like I said, I've never heard this. I don't know the band at all. I don't know who the members are in the band. So, you know, any information that you guys have, please hit me up down below. Let's check this out, kids. Buckle up. Let's do this. Pedal to the metal. Right. All right, so, you know, I just want to read this for myself here. And by the way, my channel is all about words and music. So even though this is an old song, I haven't heard it in a long time. And I've always paid attention to the guitar because Randy Rhoads was such a huge influence on my childhood, my falling in love with the guitar about that same time. So I was far more listening to music and Randy, honestly. But I pulled up the lyrics, so we'll do a lyrical deep dive. All right, so it's about English occultist Aleister Crowley, written by Ozzy, and guitarist Randy Rhoads, bassist Bob Daisley, right? It was released on Osbourne's debut solo album, Blizzard of Oz, September 1980 in the United Kingdom. Well, I just hit you guys up with that. Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads specifically have influenced so many musicians over the years that the impact is hard to accurately judge. This is our attempt to pay honor to them in one of our favorite songs. We hope you enjoy it. That you know, much respect to you guys. That is so cool. That's a beautiful thing that you guys did there. Thank you for that. Wow.
Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? Your lifestyle to me seems so tragic, with the thrill of it all. You fooled all the people with magic. Yeah, you waited on Satan's call. Mr. Charming, did you think you were cold? Mr. Alarming, in nocturnal repose, uncovering things that are sacred, manifest on this earth, conceived in the eye of a secret, and they scattered the aftermath.
I love her voice. I like the take on this. I like the way it started out with just the guitar by itself, and then it kicked in. I'm digging this video. Is this from something, or this is all like original artwork and like the comic book panels that's put in there and things are moving and stuff? The one guitar that, you know, that really pointy guitar, man, I haven't seen one of them in so long, and I'm trying to think of what it is.
So just a quick pause there just to address some of those points. So the animated comic book panels were an idea. Sorry, I'm out of focus there. Were an idea that I had when we were talking about it, because we usually do live action storytelling. So we'll do each of us playing a part in a role. We'll get people in to play parts. But when you're doing Aleister Crowley, it's such a difficult story to tell. And we were like, well, how are we going to actually do this and pay homage to it? And I thought of the idea of, in modern times, a graphic novel of Aleister Crowley as a DC comic or whatever you might want to call it. And that was kind of where my head went. So what was this this. Obviously, it would have cost us an absolute fortune as a band to go and get custom-made storytelling panels. So we just took some of the lyrics from the song, threw them into an AI generator to collect some images. And they created some like landscape ones, some portrait ones, different parts of the story, and then threw them into another AI generator to convert from image to video. So we'd said like what we wanted them to be doing, like either screaming at the thing or doing an investigation or the corpse sitting up or whatever it might be that we wanted it to do, so that I could create the panels within this graphic novel, basically. And yeah, the clean guitar. So we did talk about doing the keyboards that were originally on there. But again, one of the things we said, I was really keen when we talked about this to do our own take rather than just doing a straight like-for-like copy. We had talked about should we do the keyboards, and I said, well, what about if we do the clean guitars instead? So we did the clean guitar element. And the first section of drums is more of a groove drums rather than straight into the 4/4 rock beat, which I do on the second half of the verse. But the first half of the verse is more of a loose groove. And again, these were our few liberties that we took with the song to try and make it our own, to make it more of us than just being a straight copy for it as is. But let's keep going. Well done, Bemusing Bill. Loving what you're doing.
But if I see the headstock, I might be able to identify that a little bit better. And yes, I'm a gearhead because I'm a guitar player, and that's what we do. You know, we're into guitars usually.
And they scatter the October.
Oh, nice.
Won't you ride my white horse? Oh, Mr. Crowley, you're symbolic, of course. Approaching a time that is classic, I hear a maiden's call. Approaching a time that is drastic, standing with their backs to the wall. Waltzing clearing kisses, I wanna know what you feel. I wanna know what you feel. Mr. Crowley, I wanna
That's so awesome. I mean, I sing the solo like you would sing the lyrics. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm so familiar, sometimes more with the solos than I am with the actual lyrical melodies, because they become just so ingrained in my head. And and Mr. Crowley and Crazy Train, to just a couple of them. Those are solos that just so stuck in my head. There's some Dio ones and Priest and Maiden ones that are just, to me, it's like that's the song. I can whistle or at least mouth that sort of solo, because it was just, as a guitar player, it's kind of what you do, He was awesome, right on point, had his own, little flares in there, but right on point. Randy would be proud, I'm sure. What a great homage to this song. Let's go back a little bit here. That was cool. Great job, guys. That was awesome. It's the full song. This is like where you have two art forms combining, where you have music that could just stand on its own, like the classical composers of old. And you have the poetry, the stories that are being told, that could be done by a bard or a poet, or just an author, telling the story, and you combine these two to create a song. And that's what I love about music, it really, and I've become much more appreciative of lyrics since starting this channel, and that's why we do this thing. So that's why I want to get into these lyrics with you guys as part of this whole package here. And I know she is very clear to understand, as Ozzy was too back in the day. I mean, there was just an absolute perfect version of the song. But let's check it out anyway. Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? Because I read that he did a lot of seances and stuff. He was born and lived in a time where that was like becoming a big thing in a popular thing in society, Your lifestyle, to me, seems so tragic. With the thrill of it all, you fooled all the people with magic. Yeah, you waited on Satan's call. Supposedly, he claimed he was not a Satanist. And there are those who studied him who say that, yeah, he really wasn't. Probably more of just an atheist or a polytheist, really. Because he was more into the Egyptian gods and bringing more of a pagan thing back, But there's other things he mentions and talks about. He's kind of all over the place. But Mr. Charming, did you think you were pure? Mr. Alarming, in nocturnal rapport, uncovering things that were sacred, manifest on this earth. Oh, conceived in the eye of a secret. Yeah, and they scattered the afterbirth. That's an interesting line there too, and there's some debate as to what they're talking about with that. Crowley was born to a wealthy family in England, and raised, with Christian values. I believe they were more like Puritans, which is, turned them off to the whole thing. But I don't know. There's people that was saying something to do with something about the afterbirth. I don't know. You'd have to look at that up yourself. Mr. Crowley, won't you ride my white horse? Mr. Crowley, it's symbolic, of course. Approaching a time that is classic, I hear that maiden's call. Approaching a time that is drastic, standing with their backs to the wall. Was it polemically sent? Was it polemically sent? I want to know what you meant. I want to know what you meant. Yeah, I want to know too. You guys have any clue? Hit me up down below in the comments and let me know. I want to know what you guys think of Teller's Scribe. I tell you what, I really like them, and I would love to learn more about their other songs, especially because they're doing the myths and the lore and how they describe themselves. I am totally down with Teller's Scribe. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below, and we'll check out some more. Absolutely. Teller's Scribe, you guys are awesome. thank you so much for reaching out. I wish you best of luck. I wish I could be there at those shows with you guys. They sound awesome. Those festivals sound awesome. So kick ass, my friends. Until the next time, my dear friends. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Okay, there we go. So first of all, got to say a big thank you to Bemusing Bill for doing that. It's always nice when people get a chance to check out. And yes, so ADK sent out on behalf of ADK to loads of different people. Bemusing Bill was one of the few that got back to us and was very kind about it, because obviously as a reaction-based channel, you tend to go for the bigger names because you can guarantee you're more likely going to get views. So it's nice when channels do support, like we do with ADK as well, the kind of unknown bands and stuff, to give a bit more exposure. Love the breakdown, love going through what he was going through and how he approached the video. So I thought that was really cool. In relation to what he said about the band, obviously the whole of Volume 1 concept was around mythology and folklore. So we did the whole album, like Raising the Dead was about the grave diggers of the 19th century, selling the bodies for medical experimentation. We had Witchfinder General in there. We had Hallowed, which was about the origins of All Hallows Eve. So the whole of Volume 1 was around that. Volume 2 is more around the origins of... Are we talking about that yet? I don't even know if we've talked about it. I don't think we've put it out there. Okay, well, I'm going to talk about it anyway. It's all more around, like, so you know, like fairy tales. So the origins of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales, stuff like that. So we've got. I know that we're definitely doing one around things like Red Riding Hood. The rest of them, we're still going through topics and songs and stuff like that. So as they come together, then we'll be able to work out focus again. We'll be able to work out exactly what that looks like. But I know that's what the second album is. When we do a third album, the topic will change. We'll have a focal product. So we like to have a focus for each project we're doing. But yeah, Mr. Crowley kind of fitted nicely into what we wanted to do. But yeah, I love what Bemusing Bill was doing there. And I love the fact that he's, again, as I said, supporting bands out there, reaching out for getting him to check out videos. And again, I like his setup. As far as the guitar goes, I believe that was one of Yusuf's newish guitars. He's recently been moved over to mainly Solar. He used to use like Dean Razorbacks and stuff like that when he was doing Nothing Game with Me. But now he does Solar mainly, I think. And that was one of his Solar guitars. So there you go. At least I think it is anyway. But yeah, big thank you to Bemusing Bill. Please do go over to his YouTube channel, give him a subscribe, give him a like, and leave some comments. If you're a fan of Telescribe, go to watch that video of his on his channel and leave a comment for him. Thank you very much for watching. See you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.